Good morning, gentlemen. Today we're going to pursue for my P.O.L trailer. What I'm going to do this morning, you're going to see me working with the drill press. So basically I'm going to do a forward and a rear holding kind of holding system, so the trailer does not tilt. It's not gonna tilt forward because of the hitch attachment, but rearward it may. So I'm gonna do that. So it's basically a system like this. So I'm gonna pierce a hole there with a pin, and then it'll like this. This will be the forward one. And when it's on locking in the forward position, put the pin like this. I'm gonna weld also a little. So it doesn't fall in the ground during the summer. The winter is good enough, but the summer it may go into land. And also this is the pin. The pin will be attached with a chain which I'm gonna weld. Okay. Now talking about welding, today I'm gonna use my MIG welding machine with gas because I'm working with steel thin gauge, very little, and also you're gonna see me doing the rear one. The rear one is the same mechanism. It's like that's gonna be up, push, down, same attached with the chain, and I got the nuts. All right. So please stay along. All right. Cheers. All right. So I'm gonna do some drilling time. So stay along. Well, that's it for now for the drilling part. What I'm going to do is I'm going to convert my welding machine for using gas. I'm gonna the inner shield flux core, which I have a roll on the other side. I will explain that compared to the gas, using the gas. All right, stay along. All right, gentlemen. The steel I'm welding the trailer is 38, so it's just done 0.038 inches. All right, so which is, if I look at here, like 0.036, it will be 20 gauge steel. If I use 20 gauge steel, it's barely. I couldn't probably use the wire I have on the inner shield, but with gas, like you can see here, that's the mix I have is 75% argon and 25% CO2. That's what I have in my bottle right there. All right, that means I can go to thinner steel, 24 gauge, which is in the short, it's 0.6 millimeter or 0.024 inches, so it's 24 gauge. So that's why I'm switching from non-gas inner shield. That's what it's rated, FCAW, to MIG with gas, so I can go weld these. All right. The wire I have, it's 0.35 for the inner shield, and I'm using just so done. I have it here. This one is 0.25 millimeter. so inch. So that's the one I'm using. So I can go with very thin steel. I can basically weld 2 beer cans together. Just kidding. So I'm gonna do the changing. All right. So I'm gonna do the changing on my welding machine. You don't need to see that. There's many video on Lincoln Electric and other great guys doing better welding than myself. So I'm gonna do that, and and thank you, Joe. I like it. And gentlemen, I set up my MIG welding machine, and the main reason, the reason why I bought my MIG, it was for welding very thin gauge steel. I used to do that with my arc welding. It was tough going to weld that. I was using very small rods, and I did that for many years. And I said, every time I was welding, I said, one of these days I'm going to buy myself a MIG. So after eating a lot of craft dinners, I purchased myself a MIG, and I'm very happy. The downside of a MIG machine is the cost of the CO2 cylinder, the CO2 and the argon gas cylinders, the purchase of it, and the replenishment. So, but if you have a MIG and working with the inner shield, and it's really a great machine to have. Joe is doing all this welding, many guys, but me, I really do my arc welding machine, my boss box, I really love it. So time to clean the paint and the oil, because I'm gonna MIG is kind of you have to take care of to make sure you have a good strong steel. Arc welding is less MIG is less forgiving, but arc welding you can go through a lot of stuff. All right, guys, cheers. I don't know if you can see stuff going, but you can see the shiny there, that oil. Well, when I'm welding, that oil is dropping, and it causes to not create a good weld. If I was doing arc, there's not even a worry about it. I would go like through like butter, no problem. So I'm gonna clean very well the steel before I continue, but it did weld very good. I'll show you that later. All right. Alright, gentlemen, so like I did spot welding in there, and then I did another welding in the middle. They're not great welding, like some spot they didn't want to weld because of the oil contamination, paint, and everything. So you can see one there. Oh, I need a brush, but anyway. So you can see there, alright. This is the other welding there. Whoops. Okay, so I need to clean it. Alright. The bear in mind and what's gonna hold, this is the post, but what I'm gonna put the wood piece between there, all that lid there, I'm gonna screw a lot of screws under there. So the screws on the wood will be held like forward, and the one like this, like the cross, the piece of wood there too. So it's gonna be very strong. So yes, I do love my MIG welding, but you need to have for very thin steel. You need to be very careful. It doesn't go through like I used to go, and especially here, it's a very thicker steel, about twice as thick as that. So you need to, and you're doing forward, not rearward. So it's a different way of welding with gas. And yes, so at least the 4 poles are welded now. So well, there you have it, folks. So I have my little leg. It's swivelable so it can stay up. The pin is attached with a chain. I got also in the back the same principle with this. It starts to sit. I'm gonna get close. So you have the chain, a little. It's a bit too narrow. The leg is not strong enough, but it will do the trick. And this afternoon it's wood time, so I'm gonna put all the wood all around. So let's have a dinner. Cheers. Alright, gentlemen. So I just cleaned out a little bit the garage. Now it's time to put the wood in place. Now the wood is installed, but I forget to calculate that I will have to put reinforcement in the middle when I'm going to put the steel roof. So I'm going to go get some wood, and I shall return. Well, my roof calculation was a fail. Now, fail means first attempt in learning. In my case, it happened many times. Alright, so what's going to happen is I'm going to use this portion of the hot water heater for the roof. I'm going to curve it. I will have 4 inches on each side. I managed to find, I had some spare piece here. This I have enough to do all around, so that's 12 inches. I'm missing 3 inches to make sure everything is covered. Well, with that, I will recover those 4 inches easily by just cutting that. So, let's do that. Oh, by the way, the front portion, that was in the plan. I'm gonna use that old steel roof, and I'm gonna put it right like this, right? So let's continue. Well, you know what, gentlemen? It's almost 4 o'clock. I've been working my ass off. No, just kidding. I'm on vacation, so now, all right. I'm gonna do the cleanup, and that will be almost 4:30. Put back the tractor back in. Looks like for the next 2 days we're gonna have snow here, so we'll see about that. So yeah, I'm just gonna clean up the garage, and thank you for staying along in my misery. No, I'm just kidding. All right, take care of yourself. Cheers. That's why we install a back leg.